Hey everybody. Hey Carl. Hey Angel. Peggy. How are y'all today? Y'all doing all right? Lord.
No music, but you came in choking.
um, I'm here. That's about all I can say is I'm here. I don't freaking know. I did get another hen today.
Oh, that coop's gonna grow just like it did but last summer. We're gonna have 20 chickens by the time you're done. And she's gonna break the hatchery thing out.
Hey Grateful. Hey AR. I do not want to deal with babies, but and
Look at their face.
he said something earlier, and I just kind of looked at him like, "Don't you even get me started on hatching again?" Because right now I do not listen. No.
Hey, grateful.
How are y'all
I
today? You what?
uh
Huh?
oh, I said I've had visions that incubator is gonna get broke out again.
Uh, hey Danny,
We just won't have Jackie Chan anymore.
you're fine. Yeah. Listen, and that's a chance too, hatching chicks, that you're gonna get roosters. Do you know how hard roosters are to find homes for? If you don't, because I question, like, you ain't gonna eat my chicken, are you? you know, I know a lot of people, and that's okay. I'm not against people, but
Hey,
I
Ryan.
get so attached. Oh, hey, Ron, how are you?
He's been working so hard we haven't
You
seen him in a while.
good? But I just don't want to get attached and then, oh, they're in my freezer. But
Well, but you can't stop what somebody's going to do after they own it. So
I know, I mean, I guess, I hate being lied to, but I guess you're just gonna have to lie to me if you want one of my roosters and want to eat it.
well,
Which, I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not against that. I just love my babies. So it's hard to hear somebody say, I'm gonna eat it.
that's because you give them a name.
I
Grandpa always said you don't name the animals on the farm because one day they may end up on your table.
know. Hey, Lillis. Oh, I know. But see, I wouldn't eat one of mine
Well,
either.
I know you wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
I just like their eggs.
There's, oh, there
I
she
just
is.
eat their
Hi,
eggs.
Peanut. I almost missed her. And KJ. Oh, my goodness. Give me a minute. KJM
Hey,
Kitty.
Kitty.
How are ya? God, that's a mouthful.
Hey, Riz.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
Cool
never
Gamer.
name your food. That's right, Angel. My mama made that mistake when she was a little girl. They each gave him a chicken, and they named the chicken. And one Sunday they were sitting down to have dinner, and Mom said something, and somebody said, "Oh, you're eating whatever the hell her chicken's name was." Mama couldn't eat chicken for years after that.
And no, Rizzler. I only do that for my
Wait a
husband.
minute, I missed it. What did he say? Oh, you came up
Do
faster.
do I enjoy quail eggs? Eh, I mean, you got to use a lot to make an egg. They're not bad eggs. They're actually good eggs, but I prefer a
Yeah, her
chicken
husband
egg.
can come in and twerk for you. Hey, cool gamer, my baby,
Yeah,
how are ya?
I'm doing good
Good, good,
today.
good,
Good.
good.
I'm so glad to hear
I mean, we're
that.
gonna get more out of him. We're gonna get more out of him today. Well,
AR.
Rizzler, sometimes you gotta get what you can get, honey, and you're not gonna get her to twerk, but he'll come in and do it for you.
And me and him makes one, so you're still
Yeah,
kind of.
you're kind of barking up the wrong tree, dude. She ain't single.
Hey, cool gamer. I'm glad you're good. Wifey. I ain't seen
And shit, I'm too
twin.
old to twerk. I throw out a hip and be done for the next 2 years.
can't afford eggs, so not buying them. I completely understand. You better get you some hens. If you want eggs, it's best just to get you some hens.
Better get that leash out. AR is going to get ready to go chomp chomp. We got to get that leash on AR. You woke up the beast there, Rizzer.
Yeah, put some respect on my name.
Or maybe we should put a muzzle on Rizzler. I don't know. I might let AR go and put a muzzler on him.
I'm only joking with you. Yes, Lilith, I would. For
Notice how they
you.
sing a quickly good song or different song when you threaten to muzzle them, or letting the AR go after them.
Hey, Wing. Amy, how are you, honey?
Oh, she's relaxed.
Nobody knows me.
Oh. Well, you got lucky, Rizzler. Somebody went in her backyard for a few minutes and came back in before she came up with us.
Yeah. My chickens are starting to multiply. That's what happens when you get chickens. Because you got this many, but that's just not enough, okay? That's not enough. You got to get another one. And now the new one that I got today, they're being mean to her. So I'm like, no. So I'm standing out there in the pouring rain, and I put a tarp over that one side so they'll have a dry area too. And but I'm standing out there and I'm just like policing the chickens. And I'm like, in my head, I know it's like a pecking order thing, but you're not gonna pick on that sweet little thing.
Well, you watch the same things I watch, and he tells you all the time. No matter whether it's the cows, the horses, the chickens, the ducks, there's a pecking order,
Well,
and it's
yeah,
got to
there's
happen.
pecking orders.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I gotta watch. When you first put a new one in there, you gotta watch because some chickens can be brutal and they'll eat another chicken.
That, and if you're going to start a chicken harem, you ought to do it all at once, not bring a new one in every other week, because that's going to happen all over again.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna happen regardless, and there's gonna be fights out there even after, months together. There's something. One chicken trying to climb up the freaking pecking order, and that one ain't wanting it, and they're gonna fight for that spot. Yeah. I mean, it's normal, but I just make sure that because if they like pull their feathers too hard, then she'll get bald. Then they'll pick at the bald spot, and then you gotta put some blue coat on it, and
I love you, AR. Rizzler, hello. Let me introduce myself.
That's a talented kitty, Green.
And I guess I should whisper a warning. If I were you, Rizzler, I'd just run. Run now. Run.
Rizzler's been in here before. It's been a long time. I haven't seen that name in a long time.
Well, then he forgot.
Riz. Who are you trying to riz? Nobody wants you like you think that. I'm just kidding.
I didn't say where are you going with that song, but I'll just sit here and wait till you get to it.
I was just going to tease him for a second, but it's okay. I wasn't going to get nowhere with it.
You might want to define good boy there, AR. He already talked about what was it, a ball gag and chain. I mean, his good boy may be different than yours. We may have to turn him over to Carlotta.
He'll learn a thing or two.
Oh, wish he hadn't asked. One or the other.
I'll be a good boy for you tonight.
Oh, Lilith, do tell. Oh, now I got pictures in my head that I can't get out. Oh, God, I'm in trouble now.
Are you imagining Rizzler
No,
with a ball gag?
Lilith saying she would be a good boy for AR tonight, and I got images in my head now.
Woof, woof. Bark for me.
Oh, good Lord Almighty! I'm gonna go to hell. This channel is gonna take me straight. All the good work I did to get my ticket into heaven. Yeah, it's getting punch holes in it now. And they're gonna hand me a different ticket.
I didn't do it. Congratulations, you're a degenerate.
Oh,
Oh, I got my hands full. Thanks. Carl said she can't be teaching
well, it sounds
no
to me
more.
he has the basics down. He just for somebody to carry it out. Oh God.
Oh shit, y'all are crazy. Mm-mm-mm. What y'all have for supper?
I had a roast beef sandwich.
I want to hear you. Oh, what
Yeah,
ham
roast
and
beef
cheese?
sandwich.
Oh, oh, you
Oh,
like
you
that
know
roast
me.
beef, huh?
I live for the meats.
Yeah. Well, I'll go aboard the downward train. I'll take it, AR. Nope, I'm the bus driver. I got your Addy Peg. Beep beep. There's Arrow. AR is about to say twin. And I'm going to say, hey, Vic. Lottie's driving.
She's always driving. She's the only one with the what do they call that? The pass that goes in the window of the bus. She's the only one with the pass for the
She
highway.
had
Yeah.
an eating steak and taters from
Oh, that sounds
Chili's.
good.
Oh, that sounds good. We had chicken, stuffing, and corn on the
Oh,
cob. I'm prepping chicken, but this chat is much more entertaining. You better prep that chicken, girl.
and it better not.
Don't
And
burn
it
the
better not have
chicken.
been a rooster either. Somebody here you're gonna get mad at you. Oh, Bubba, beep beep.
Beep beep. Oh, bub.
Beep
Beep
beep. Beep beep.
beep.
But he can't hear us. She's always got us in her headphone or her head. Yeah.
Not sometimes we're not. Peg had a girl roll DD. Girl roll DD.
How did I have a Goro World D? Oh no, not
Do y'all
no.
know?
It wasn't Arby's. It was roast beef from home. Oh God, no, I won't. Nope.
That's what you're having too, Aora? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. See? When y'all know I can't pronounce the girl. I
Goro,
try, but I don't understand.
Goro World,
Girl. Girl.
Goro.
Girl.
She's
That
having
miss
chicken and
coming in.
macaroni. It might be
Love
a
you,
chicken
Danny.
day. Everybody's having a chicken day. Oh, okay. Well, we better watch our language. Bubba
Y'all
can hear us. Her headphones have all died, so we better.
yes.
Auntie Peggy will be good.
Very, very quiet. Everyone be good. Bub is around.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Bub
corrupt
says,
that
be
little
good.
one. I'll have to be quiet then.
Can you say hurl? Yeah, hurl. But girl.
It's like teaching you to crochet. Your fingers won't go and your mouth won't go around girl world. Goodness gracious.
It's okay. He's only half listening. Hey, he can't read, Peg. You watch it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. LDAR. Ow. Shit far. I'm trying to stretch my leg out. LDAR will be good. I'm a shit starter, but not when nephew is around. We had a frozen pizza. Oh, frozen pizza good. Frozen pizza good. Frozen pizza is good. Frozen
Oh,
pizza good. Frozen. I can't even talk. Frozen. We gourmet over here. Yum. Ah, better quit that. I'm gonna knock the
I
internet
wanted a
out.
salad, but it was pouring rain here, so we settled for homemade sandwiches.
Sandwiches are good. I've been eating a lot of sandwiches. I've been making
Hey,
like
Jennifer,
egg
welcome back.
sandwiches. Hey
Are you ready
Jennifer.
for round 2?
Yeah.
Man, she
Cause it already
got
began.
baptized big time the other day. Whoa.
I miss Ruby Tuesday
Oh, you
salad
had a
bar.
tuna noodles? That
Ah,
sounds good.
tuna noodle salad. Jen, there is a toad out. Toad is gonna give you warts. No, I'm just kidding. If I ever see them, because we get them a lot in our driveway and stuff sometimes. And if we see them, I try to chase them, especially the little baby ones. I've caught a few, but go in my basement, they're everywhere.
You got a basement full of toads?
Yeah, there's toads down there. They like to hang out.
What's that say about your basement?
Well, there's water in there
Well, you
on
should
the
get
floor.
that out, shouldn't you?
Well, there's a pump running constantly.
Well, it's not doing a very.
But still, it's really wet down there.
Uh-oh, Green-eyed.
That's
Green-eyed said her son got his girlfriend pregnant.
oh goodness. Are you excited? Have a starship. I forget her son's probably older. I'm thinking, oh goodness, like my kid's age for some reason. I mean, that's what happens. That's what happens. You can't stop them. I showed my coworkers Toadcat Cam. One of them got to see Alabaster's baby. Oh wow. I love tree frogs too. I had Juniper, Jester, and Jason.
Huh.
Juniper. Those are Juniper and Jester. That's interesting names. Hey Mimi. Victor he go. I guess he's in bed. He's in bed.
Oh, he's still young.
Getting
Yee.
some
She said he's
huh?
21. I said, oh, he's still young.
Oh, he's young. But there's nothing wrong with starting a family at that age. Hell, I started mine young.
Hey, Mimi.
Hope you're
Yeah.
feeling better.
Hope everybody who hasn't been feeling good starts to feel better.
Time to get your grandma pants on, Green. Yep. I bet being a grandparent is an amazing feeling.
Well, it's like having your own baby, but it's not your baby, so you don't have
Mm-hmm.
all that responsibility, but you can still have fun, and you can do things like slip them
Yeah.
sugar and things that you might not have done with your own kids, or like let them finger paint and get it all over their bodies. And okay, take them home, bathe them up, deal with the sugar high. I just get to sit and laugh because I know what you're going through.
I say it is. I bet it's an amazing feeling. I love babies, and I could just whenever I eventually have grandkids, just spoil them and
Yep.
send them home. I mean, they'll be nuts. They stay. I'll probably be like, no, let me
If you're
get
smart, you wait until after they're like 3, and then you start. Then you start the overnighters because that way they're potty trained. They want to get away from mom and dad, but they don't. They're not requiring all that high maintenance.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I'm glad, Mimi. My husband's when it's grandchildren, you can give them back. I'm not happy about the circumstances.
sometimes it's not good news,
Oh,
and sometimes it'll change down the road. It just have to wait and see where it goes.
yeah, absolutely.
I'll be honest, my kid is turning 24 in May, and if I don't get that kid laid soon, I'm going to pull my hair out. I love him, but oh my God. He needs something. His grandma even said that, which shocked me. About 2 days ago, she said, we need to get him laid. I'm like, excuse me?
Lottie, I can't wait for the crackle. Yeah, that's if there's a piece left in it. I better stop it made. Somebody open that box and grab them a
They
handful.
better not have. We're going to go on a hunt.
They want to taste the candy on the way. Oh, AR, I've been so wanting a shower, but my head has been pounding so. Oh, oh man. It will work itself out, but I told him I'm not raising it. Completely understand. Well, that was a sentence. Still miserable, Mimi. If no better, I'll call Doc Friday. It's so frustrating, but I'm so glad you have turned the corner. Absolutely. I hate that y'all are so sick. Mm. Moms are the best. Nick, I would be angry. Chico snatched some Canadian post office people up.
She may have to travel further back, too.
Oh, it was you. Oh, Daddy, I'm sorry you're still feeling poopy. I know. There's horrible stuff going around. It seems like all y'all are catching it. Knock on wood. Oh, Danny, it will go soon. This has lasted nearly 2 weeks. Please do contact the doctor if need be. Mimi, I had the flu for 4 weeks. Holy shizzle it. Do you think there will ever be a full month where none of us are sick? I don't know. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. But as of right now, during this season, I'll be surprised. But I don't know. He's an adult. I'm treating him like one. I understand.
Wow, I just looked up the statistics. As of February 7th, they estimate that 13,000 people have died from the flu during 2024 and 2025 flu season, including 57 children. This has also been resulted in the estimated 24 million illnesses and 310,000 hospitalizations.
That's crazy. As miserable as it's been. Yeah. I don't
And it
know.
says,
I've been trying not to go to the stores and stuff too much.
and they said that it hasn't peaked yet either.
It ain't peaked yet?
It started later than
Oh,
usual, and the
shit.
activity has yet to peak. And that was a day ago.
I'll be damned. Oh, man. Bub wanted me to throw him on the couch a few times, so now my shoulder hurts. Oh, no, Arrow. I hope you didn't do something. Maybe you pulled a muscle doing it. Hopefully it's nothing serious. What's happening, Captain and ship crewmates? Well, not much. Carlotta's driving us on the bus. He'll figure it out, Green. My brother got his girlfriend preggers when he was 16. My parents were pissed, but my niece ended up being the coolest part of their lives. Oh no, Arrow. Tell Bub we said Mom is on light duty. Arrow and Bubba. Hey, Gussie.
And
Hello.
it says it can last from 5 to 7 days or 2 weeks.
I was saying earlier, because a lot of the symptoms Danny's having, like with the dizziness and stuff, that's what me and Kenny went through. whenever we got sick. And that dizziness and the head thing, when I first woke up in the morning, I remember like I was so dizzy when I went to stand up, like I fell into the wall. Lewis, it will work out. So like that's like one of the worst parts about it is the dizziness in the head that I remember. And I don't know if it's the same thing that everybody else has, but it was a lot of those symptoms. A damn good bus driver. I'll be okay. Probably need a hot shower. Maybe try to put some, I don't know what would be best, just some compress of, I don't know. Some people say hot's best and
Huh.
some people say
Thing
cold's
just popped
best.
up that says Paul and
So I'm,
Megan are out playing in the snow before it disappears. Huh. Oh well.
hey, Hatlenberg, I'm already parenting a 4-footed perpetual toddler. I have so I'm always dizzy. Wow. Then you're well prepared. Absolutely.
I don't know. I'd be more afraid of your kitty than a toddler. I just got to put that out there.
One moment, I've got to hold y'all between my thighs. I'm not responsible for what comes of that.
Ooh.
I've got I've got Crohn's and I can't get. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that. So will like because you have Crohn's, will like your menopause going through it will it
Oh my
ever
god. Mimi
what?
was speaking down about Pip. If she doesn't get out of the downstairs toilet though, she's gonna have a kicked ass. Yeah.
Yeah, that's been the worst. I get up and try to do anything and the headache hits followed by the dizziness and I'm back. Yeah. Oh. Oh yikes, Jennifer. Crohn's is terrible. I was told the other day that I now have arthritis though. Oh Mamie, I'm sorry to hear that. You're always hot. Mm, man. You can't I was gonna say maybe like a little fan. I don't know. I haven't went through that yet, menopause, so I don't know how hot you get or Danny, that's how I've been. It will go, hun. Please rest lots. And I sweat profusely and get oh wow,
You ever
Jennifer.
notice everything we women go through have men in it?
Have
Yeah.
men in it? I like menopause,
Menopause, your
menstruation.
menstruation, all have the word men in it.
Yeah, get on that chicken, girl. Get up on it. Baby, I'm so sorry. I wish I could give you a hug. Oh, yeah, got one through the hospital. Oh, okay. Please ask consent first, or Jennifer, if you don't already have one, a neck fan is brilliant. Oh, a neck fan. Wow. AR, you mounting chickens now? What did I miss? Men mentor administrating.
Well, I was gonna say mammograms, but that's more of a woman. That's not.
Man, yeah. If for once men could get on it by their
She's gonna throw on some gloves.
What I would give you for a hug right now. Can we fly you over, please? Oh, Danny, I'm about to throw on some gloves and make it my bitch since Rizzler didn't want to
I think he
play.
ran. He hasn't typed again for a while, so I think we scared him off bad.
Oh, don't ask me. The shizzle. AR, woman, be good. One day. Oh my god, how nice that would be. LMAO you own that bird.
Oh, good night.
Do him like he does his ladies.
Oh, God. No.
You're one to talk, Miss Ma'am. Come with me. It'll be kinky enough for you.
We need a few more free thumbs up. There's 15 in here and only 9 thumbs. We're missing some thumbs.
Oh, well, thank you. Come with me. Oh, see, I knew Angel would be right on it. She just needed that invite. That's all it took.
She needed that call.
Well, could have had the time of his life, but he's scared. Okay, honey.
Oh.
Make sure you just kind of let the water hit it. Well, you know. Follows her wifey to the corner.
I'll be back. I gotta go sit on
I'm
the shelf and wait for Erwin to get out. I'll be back. Yep.
Jennifer said,
I need to swing my little legs.
Don't forget Peggy
I
Arrow.
haven't swung my legs in a while.
I took a late shower today.
And you didn't call me? I feel offended.
It felt so good. Consent is key.
Yeah, but in this case, your chicken's dead. How's it going to consent?
It's so good. What would you do if that so good popped up? Oh, Lord Jesus.
And if it was a rooster, she's got a croaked cock. I mean, hell. Oh, thank you. I love you too, Jennifer.
Yeah, she's finally out of the bloody toilet. Oh.
Tell her not to eat or anything for the next 5 minutes so Mommy can use the bathroom. Don't eat or drink until I come out.
Teenage girls.
Oh, welcome back, Cool Gamer. Thank you for letting us know.
The mirror, everything's right there.
Well, she's not feeling good. She might have to be in there for other reasons.
Thank God our house has
me too.
two. We only have one bathroom.
I would die if I didn't have both bathrooms.
Takes off glove, Angel Peggy, not the chicken.
Oh, the images that are playing through my head.
Y'all gonna send Peggy to sleep good tonight. You have twins, AR. I just can't get upstairs.
I'm gonna play this because I can't remember. What was the name of that movie where the guy had the apple pie? And there was the running joke about using the warm apple pie.
Oh, I don't know.
What's the name of that movie? Maybe it was American Pie.
I was going to say maybe it was American Pie. I don't know. We only have one, Mimi. Her boyfriend is just as bad. If he's here, he's always in there if I have to go. I would too when the girls get teens. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, that movie put me off apple pies for a long time. I'm like, nope, don't want a slice, thank you. Got any other flavor? Maybe we'll talk, but nope, I ain't eating apple pie now. Don't know who might have been around it.
I have two. And one for KJ. Yes, my cat has her own bathroom. Spoiled cat. Oh.
Did she close the door and tell you to go away? I just have to ask.
You're not welcome in here.
Excuse me, humans go to the bathroom on the left. This is my domain. Meow. Meow.
That's crazy.
You may go in it to clean the litter box, but after that you must remove yourself. This is my bathroom.
That's shit if she said that cat got up from the toilet and used it. Danny, maybe we should put time limits on her, huh? She sits there glued to her phone and can be there for ages if we let her.
God, my son is the same way. It's like, don't. I told him one time, you're not allowed to take that phone in the bathroom because you stay in there longer when you have it.
Yeah, I have one.
It's like, Jesus.
And she likes to do that too. It's like they forget what they're supposed to be doing.
Man, he was in there one night and I hollered to him, are you almost done in there? I mean, you've been in there for like a half hour. Oh, I'm sorry. And like, he was just sitting in there playing on his phone. I'm like, oh.
We had a cat that used the toilet. He did it himself.
Well, consider
Really?
a cat.
Shit. I was gonna say I've seen where some animals have climbed up on the toilet and used it. I've seen videos.
Oh, what kind of videos do you watch?
Whatever pops up as I'm scrolling. Her showers are endless to Mimi, but at least I don't have to nag her to shower like our oldest when he was a teen. They use up all the hot water, don't they, Danny? I hear Cal in there.
Oh, Lord, I was just saying, did you hear that?
He's fine. I wish I could train our Doxy to do that. That would be amazing. Sam,
yeah, but that'd be a little hard for a Doxy. They got short legs. You'd have to give her stairs. I mean,
that means they ain't gonna squat as much.
it'd be hard to jump up
go.
and no,
Get a kid's potty seat with the stairs.
Well, thank you for that visual, Danny. Thank you.
Nope. Every cat since I say same thing. Every cat since I say the same thing. She just told us, Peggy, animals pooping on toilet videos. Danny, sidekick doesn't like showers. We have to gnaw her. She stinks. Typical teenager.
Oh, I didn't have that. My daughter was constantly. My son was worse. He'd take 3 showers a day. He drove me nuts.
Some kids go through stages where they just, you have to nag them to get in the shower. And some stages. Now, Nicole, and you know damn good and well you can't talk about using up hot water. Need I remind you about when you visited my home while I was working? Now, Ayara, you can't be telling people.
You used all her hot water up?
I stole her toilet, too.
You stole her toilet?
I did.
How does one steal? Never mind.
And her jewelry. All that jewelry she was making.
God. Took the hot water, took the toilet, took her jewelry. Oh my God.
Mom was OCD, so she's very clean and feels sorry for any friend that doesn't wash after using the restroom. And feels sorry for any friend that doesn't wash after using the restroom. Oh, can Anne be all of our middle names when we bat here? She embolted my damn toilet.
What's in her toilet? Oh my God.
See, she admits it. We
Oh
think
wow, Mimi.
no, she hates
It
Mimi.
could be, yeah.
I have to have lotion.
And alcohol.
Ugh. Yeah, if I sit here and the alcohol's right here, I'll rub it on my hands because I don't have lotion in front of me. But don't get me started on the alcohol. But and it's like a sanitizer thing too. But lotion, and if I'm doing laundry, like I need a bottle of lotion if I'm having to fold those clothes. Right there. Ain't that so weird? You might want to have her check. I never
Lottie.
thought it's normal for me,
Well,
but
I can handle that, Lottie, because that is my actual real middle name with an E. Since AR decided to put that out there.
Lottie Ann. Yeah, I was gonna say, have her check for it and see what they say.
Yeah, my mom's name was her middle name was Ann. My sister Laura, her middle name is Ann, and then my name is Ann, but mine has an E.
Oh, he grew out of them? Out of most of them. Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie, ladies, I have the detective that stops by. She's kind of cute. Get the vibe? Oh, hell. Yep, she can't wash her hands with water.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Roxanne. Ah.
My middle name is half Ann. Roxanne.
My daughter, I gave her Marie. I knew I was going to use Marie, but I couldn't figure out how. And when I was pregnant with her, one of my residents at the nursing home I work for, her name was Sarah. And I remember my coworker and I were talking about had I come up with the baby's name, blah, 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 blah. And I said I wanted to use Marie, but I didn't know if I wanted her first name or middle name. And I remember her pulling herself to the doorway in the bathroom and she said, "Well, what the hell's wrong with my name?" And I went, "What?" She goes, "What the hell's wrong with my name?" And I said, "Nothing, ma'am." And she says, "Say the names together." So I went Sarah Marie, and from that point on, my kid was going to be Sarah Marie.
Oh.
Of course, the nurse wanted to know Sarah Marie what, and I'm like, "What?" She thought it was Sarah Marie something, and then our last name. I'm like, "No, just Sarah Marie," because she was trying to hyphenate it and all this other shit. I'm like, "No, Sarah, stop. Marie, stop." And my maiden name at the time. She drove me nuts for about 20 minutes. That stupid nurse.
You don't have to put on the red light.
Uh-huh.
Green two. My middle name is Jane. Or no, wait. Vic. For one.
Yeah, I'm. We don't celebrate Valentine's. When the kids were little, I got them those little hearts with the 4 pieces of chocolate in it.
Mm-hmm.
But they're all teenagers now. They don't want those little hearts anymore.
It wasn't me. It wasn't Lee.
Yeah. Oh no, I wouldn't have done Sarah. That would have been stupid. That would have been really stupid.
At least it was those that know my name. Shh. But imagine I was almost named Caitlin. Oh wow. Oh, I love that.
Ah!
And knowing my mom, it'd be like Caitlin. So, Caitlin.
Oh, I gotta get faster with that button.
Oh,
I hate when he plays that game. He hasn't played that game in months. Now he's in there playing it tonight, of all nights.
it's all right. It
He
gets him
got
worked up.
he got one of those VR game things, where you put the mask thing on and you play the game virtually, that virtual reality thing. Well, I guess he's found some kind of a chat associated with that. He goes out to the I call it, well, it's a shed, but it's his workout. It's where all his gym equipment is. So he'll say to me, I'm going out to the gym. Well, he took that out there because he figured it gave him more room if he wanted to play a game. He wouldn't be knocking into stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he found some kind of a chat site on there, and that's what he's been doing the last few nights, going in and meeting people. And I'm like, just be careful,
Yeah. Are they, Kitty? I watched some of it earlier.
Who went green? What? Very good, Megan.
Caitlin is too calm.
Oh,
I heard they went home green. Is that not true? Yeah, see, I was following loosely too.
is she the one that unalived her child?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I try not to get involved in too many of those cases, but I do pick things up, and it's like, I go,
Yeah.
oh.
Let me tell y'all. So, there's been teachers around here that people are finding out ain't so good from schools around here. Okay. Well, today a teacher at the city school was arrested. Something to do with alcohol, and they found fent in his car.
Holy crayola.
He was the gym teacher, and I was reading comments, and this school, they always want to be the top notch. They think they're the best of any school around anywhere. Always want to be listed as number one around here and stuff like that. Well, like one of the moms to the student had said that she had went to, I think it was either the school board or whoever the higher ups are, over that teacher before, because he would bully her daughter, and nothing was ever done because they always swept things under the rug because they always wanted to be number one. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna say allegedly.
Well,
Just because that's just what I read.
I get my knickers in a bunch because when my son went to school here, from kindergarten to 12th grade, every year you got a student's manual, and you were supposed to sit down and read the manual with your kids, and then they had to sign it, and you had to sign it. One book went back to the school, and one book had to stay at home, so you knew what the rules were. One of the biggest sections in that book was dedicated to bullying and what would happen if there was a bullying situation in the school. Flash forward, my son graduates, and the following year he graduates his school. His down here they do elementary, middle, and then high school.
Mm-hmm.
And the high school he left, there was a young man that was beat up in the hallway, and there were, of course, people Facebooked it and all that stuff. And they wanted to sweep it under the rug. And as a matter of fact, one of the teachers went in and, no, I'm sorry, it was the second incident. The second incident was a young man was bullied outside on the like softball field, and they ended up kicking him, and they broke his arm and his collarbone. Well, one of the teachers, you can hear in the background, he's running to the situation. You hear him say, "Oh, fuck," and then of course it cuts off. And another teacher went and reported it. She got put on leave for bringing it to the principal's attention that this thing had gone out viral on Facebook. And then why did she get punished? That makes no sense. Now there were no problems that I'm aware of when my son was attending these schools. And I said to my daughter, why aren't they doing something? I said, there was like 6 or 7 pages of everything listed out in black and white on what would happen if you were doing bullying in the school. Big campaign, no bullying. And it's all posters and all the stuff that the kids didn't have in the hallways. And they're not doing anything. And I'm like, but to me, it comes down to the old, you get a kid that needs to be punished, but the parents will drive you nuts. So instead of dealing with the kid, they just give him like a timeout, let him back in because they don't want to deal with the parents. And I'm like, no. If you have a rule, and we've been signing for these rules, well, for decades, because like I said, my kid went there, then enforce them. Why do you bother even writing them up if you're not going to follow through and take care of the situation? But it comes down to the parents, not my kid. Oh, my kid didn't, regardless if they were caught on tape or not. And that first incident that happened in the hallway was near the lunchroom because I recognized the area. And I'm like, where are the teachers? When my son went there were teachers in the hallway. They were monitoring all the kids. Keep moving. You can't loiter here. Get to your class. There was not a teacher in sight when this poor little boy was getting the snot knocked out of him.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, come on. I mean,
usually protects them well.
Yeah, well, they're not doing. They're letting the ball drop because I told if I didn't have a kid in that school, if I still had a kid in that school, I got grandkids, but I don't think they would count me. I said I'd have been up in arms. I'd have been up in arms at that school, raising hell.
Yeah.
And now they don't even get the book; they get a thing on their phone, and they have to scroll through their phone. And I'm like, how many parents keep that?
Yeah.
Maybe 2 out of 100. I bet if I went looking in boxes, I probably still have one. And I'd stick that right under their noses. You wrote this in black and white, now enforce it. Get off your ass and enforce it.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, thank you, Mimi. Yeah, the kids at the schools they went to, they complained a lot. Like they said you really wasn't learning, like you should because the teachers a lot of times like they don't really have good control of the students or whatever. They kind of just let them hang out at this one school on their phones or do whatever.
Shoot, I remember back when I was in school, you didn't even look crossways at a teacher.
Mm-mm.
You didn't dare.
You got paddled at my school.
Well, I started out with nuns, and then I ended up in the public school, and I thought the public school was a little less bad than the nuns, but they had their breaking point, boy. And I don't know how many times we sat in class silent. You could have heard a mouse fart in the woodwork when the teacher would pull that board out from under his desk and take the kid out in the hall and give 3 whacks. I'm like, holy shit.
And we watched a Netflix show of the boy who shot up his school and him and his parents. No.
Yeah, and the parents were in trouble because they bought the kid the damn poo-poo.
Like there's a Netflix show about it? I didn't know there was a Netflix show about it.
But yeah, they went and bought that kid it was like for his birthday or something. His dad bought it for him, and then he turned around and they're like, well, we didn't know you took it to school. I'm like, well, you got to know what your kids are doing. You buy them that kind of, it's not a toy.
It's based on a true story, ain't it?
Yes.
I thought so.
Yes. And again, it comes back to the school and the parents. They don't pay attention to the children. I mean, if your kid's showing you signs that they're depressed or they're angry, you need to nip that in the bud and find out, well, what's wrong, honey? What's going on? Not sit back and think, oh, it's just kids being kids. Yeah, and then when your kid does something like that, you want to point fingers at everybody else. Well, it starts at home. Pay attention to and I'm not talking to you guys. I'm saying they need to pay attention to their damn kids. I mean, if your kid's drawing pictures and they're not happy pictures and they're writing things and they go from being cheerful and what and all of a sudden they're, no offense, but wearing all black and stuff like that, it's like there's something going on with that child. Figure it out. Don't ignore it. Don't sit there and say, "Oh, it's just probably a phase he's going through." Yeah, and then you get a knock at your door and say he's pulled a Columbine, or this young man who went in, and that young lady that went into that elementary school, and those children got locked in the room. The police couldn't get in, and all. I'm like, no, come on. In schools, if you see a kid walking around and their demeanor's changed and their grades are, you know, used to be counselors gave a damn and would say, hey, something's going on, Johnny, Joe, Jack, Alex, just come sit and talk with me. And then contact the parents to say, hey, I think we've got something going on. Not anymore. Not anymore. They just look away. No, and I'm not saying parents will always have the answer, but that's where it starts. And I'm sorry, there's too many parents walking around with their own phones stuck in their face, and they pay no attention to their children. It was so heartbreaking when my son was little, sitting in the doctor's office and seeing these little babies and little toddlers crying and begging for mommy's attention, and they're on the phone. Just a minute, honey, and they're kicking away on their phone. I'm like, that baby needs your attention. Why is that phone more important than the baby in front of you?
Yeah.
And the only time the child gets any use from the phone is, oh, look how cute you are, and they're filming the kid, and once the kid's done, they go back to texting and stuff. And I'm like, you know how much of that child's life you're missing by having that? I didn't even own one at that time. I was into my kid's life. Well, that's why I said, Lilith, I don't want to offend anybody because some people do like to wear black, but I'm saying we had a little girl down the road that was my daughter's best friend. Always wore cute little outfits just like my daughter did, and then all of a sudden she started dressing in all black. And I got worried. I said, why is her character changing? What's going on with her? Well, it turned out she was being molested at home. And then that jackass reached for my daughter. And I put an end to that.
Dang.
Thank God he didn't. He just started his little games with her. He hadn't actually hurt her because he'd be 6 feet under, just saying.
Hey, Contraband.
Hey, Contraband.
Space monkeys. You're not wrong there, Peggy.
But it just breaks my heart that so many of these kids are overlooked, not listened to, or screamed at. They're either screamed at or not looked at, and especially teenagers. We all say little kids need our attention, and yeah, they do. But when they hit 14, 15, 16, and those hormones kick in, and they're hearing things and they're seeing things, they need our attention even more. You have to be connected. I was so connected with my grandkids, I knew more than my daughter knew.
I crashed the wrong potty.
Why do you think you crashed the wrong potty? But I'll get off my soapbox. I think the youth is lost. I see a lot of good kids. And my kid's one of them, and his friends were another set. And all my grandkids have a lot of good kids. But there's so many lost in the middle. It just breaks my heart.
There's always signs our daughter was a shell of herself till we pulled her out.
Yeah. But it starts at home. The parents have to catch those things first. And so many are just wrapped up into whatever situation they find themselves, single and not, and damn phones in their hands, and not my kid. And I would never say not my kid. I love my children, and I love my grandkids. But you know what? They're not angels, and they're not saints. They make mistakes, and they get in trouble. But I love them. Hang on a minute.
I found that teens, if you set boundaries but treat them like young adults and be respectful, they will be the same back. I enjoy teaching teens over any other age.
Right, Green Eyed. And that's the biggest thing is like you respect them. And if they're old enough, to communicate with you, you let them do what they can, but you hold back where they can't. Now, my hands were full because, he has Asperger's, so he was a lot different than my daughter.
I gotta put you on mute for a second.
What do you mean by I love my sand angels? Contraband. Laid out the truth. We're not alone. I love my sand angels. Ooh, I may need some clarification on that.
2013 Canadian. What? Absolutely green-eyed kitty. What? A lot of parents have to work a whole lot to just afford to live. Yeah.
Yeah, I worked throughout my daughter. So, oh God, that poor kid. But I still was up on what was going on with her, and I kept, the real ones, not aliens. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Um, but yeah, I work, but you still keep that open door and you keep your foot in their life. I mean, I was a stay-at-home mom for my son, thank God, because like I said, between him and his dad, they kept me on my toes. But I wasn't taking care of one; I was taking care of the other, and but we were still deep involved in what he was doing, what my daughter was doing. Of course, by then she was having babies, but
Yeah.
you're still active in babysitting and all that stuff for her.
Even with working, it's
Uh-huh.
still
Their job to parent and be involved with the kids' education. You're right, Green Eyed. It doesn't stop just because you go to work. Let's be honest. As working parents, you may be sitting there doing your job, but you're thinking of 10 things you've got to do for your kid when you get home.
Valentine's Day. Oh, that's cute. Look
at his first certificate. Did you tell me to F off?
Don't talk like that.
Oh, that's terrible, Mimi. I don't like teachers like that.
Did you spray something on Ace?
Yeah, I did.
Sam, stop licking it.
No, and you're right, Lilith. Not everybody's situation is the same, but what I hear repeated over and over, there's always that not my kid, not my kid, not my kid. Well, like I said, I love my kids. They're not angels or saints, and it could be my kid. And if it was my kid, then it was my job to say, hey, why are you doing that? What is your end game in doing that? I mean, thank God neither one of my kids were bullies, and thank God my son, especially with his disability, he wasn't picked on at school either. But he got lucky because the kids he went to school with, moved up with him, and their older siblings were aware of him, and they kind of all had his back. So I got lucky with that.
I'm there to teach the 3 R's. It is the parent's job to teach them morals, manners, etc. Home training has to start early. My parents couldn't stay out of my business. God, Mom. That's awful, Mimi. So glad you got her in a better situation, Mimi. I told them I was going to pull her out, and they claimed I wasn't capable of doing that. No one was going to tell me what I couldn't do.
Amen, Amy.
Hell yeah.
Amen to that.
No one was going to tell. Exactly. The schools got bad here too, and
Hey, Mr. J.
that's whenever we started homeschool. But one wanted to stay in there, so she did for a while, and then she went homeschool.
Yeah, with 3 of my grandchildren were homeschooled, and one never left. She's still in. That's the one that wants to be she wants to either be a brain surgeon or she wants to work with pediatrics.
Mm.
And she's the only one that has said, no, I'm not coming home. So,
The schools do not want your kids homeschooled or cyber schooled. They lose
yep,
tens of thousands for one child.
yep.
Hey, Mr. J.
And the sadder part about that, Danny, is the more kids they have that have disabilities, the more money they get.
I always tell parents if you don't fight for your child, no one will. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Except Lewis. I cannot work in public schools anymore. That's why I've chosen to enter the private sector, and homeschooling, in my honest opinion, is the best option if
Yep.
possible. Liz, it took a week out of the system and she was back to herself again. So glad we put
Oh,
her when we did. Oh
that's
man.
wonderful. Now my older two went back after the 8th grade. They went and finished. And oh, wait a minute, I take that back. My second one, she took herself out. She just recently withdrew herself from school. She says she's going to get her GED. And I told her she has to do what she has to do.
I got one that's about to graduate. And then she said she wants to go to college. So yeah. I tried to get my GED. I couldn't. I couldn't figure out that math. I couldn't. I'm not a math person.
I don't like math either. I did well in every subject but math.
Like A plus D plus 8 minus C minus 2. I,
Of course, back then I got to opt for what they call general math. I didn't have to take geometry and trigonometry and all that good stuff.
uh, my boys, it was 26,000 each. The school lost because we homeschooled. Now Pip did only 2 years home. I didn't know that they lose money.
Hmm.
She's a different child and needs to be there.
That's like when my son was in elementary school, the nurse told me straight up, she said if it hadn't been for my son and one other student in that school, she wouldn't have her job. But because they had these two kids in the school, she got her job.
My middle one was bullied too, Mimi. That's sad. Apparently, she didn't want to be.
And that's oh,
These were
that yeah.
Oh wow. I'm
My
so sorry.
I had one granddaughter that had her mind messed up with all that crap, and it's like not that came out wrong. At that age, they don't know anything, and people should just let them be kids and leave them alone.
It took me 3 years to pass Algebra 1.1. I was a senior in a class with fresh monkeys. Oh wow. I can't. I'm not good with math at all. I mean,
That's
I can do like the basics, but that all that fancified math stuff they got going on, it's not for me.
that's why I went with the basic math, and I was able to graduate because I'm like, just give me that one basic class again.
Per child with an IEP or 504 back in like 2007. Oh wow.
Yep. Oh, I remember them going all over things with my son. Can he do this? Can he do that? Can he? What's his eyesight? And I had to bring a thing in because I thought they could rule him under being legally blind, and I'm like, they would have gotten more money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? We've got his glasses on. He ain't blind as long as he's got his glasses on. Take them off, he can't see a damn thing. But
The Twilight School program is very successful from the flexibility of graduation and attending. This helped generally. They had IEPs.
oh,
The high school program is very successful for the flexibility of graduation and attending.
Did your electricity just blip?
Listen, something has been going weird with all the lights in the house. This light bulb wouldn't even work yesterday. I mean, it worked and then it slowly went out. Like even in the bathroom, I don't know.
Well, that's
It
not
just
good.
the other day. I don't know what that means.
I don't know either, but I don't think it was good.
Hi. No way. Can you send me which post office, please? I can see how far away it is from us. Eek! Sending it. Green Eyed Kitty. I don't think kids should know about that all at the age of 10. They should be allowed to be kids.
Well, back in the day, and I can say that back in the day, I can remember when we turned a certain age, they took the boys to one gym and they took the girls to the other gym, and we got that Fact of Life video or movie we had to watch. Well,
I remember the sex ed movies.
well, it wasn't so much sex ed; it was more like what girls were going to change as we were going to go through and all that. Now, but the sad part is a lot of these kids are going through it. I mean, I was 10 and a half when I started. And that was considered early back then. Some of these girls are starting at 8, 9, 10 years. They're like really young. Of course, a lot of people say it's
Yeah.
because of the steroids that they put in the meat. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just saying.
I think so.
But as far as the other aspects of the health situation, that should be left for a home and for an individual to decide, not to be sat in rooms and told this is okay and it's okay. It's that comes later. That doesn't have to be when they're 10 years old. Most of them are still playing with baby dolls. Let them play with baby dolls. Leave them the hell alone. There's plenty of time to have to face all that later. And their little minds aren't ready to have to deal with that.
Girls, okay.
Like, am I not normal because I don't like girls? No. Or I don't like boys? No. Hell, I think I was 13 and still thought boys had cooties and I didn't want one coming near me.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm going to get off here. Go in here with the shitlins.
Time for them before they go bitty bye. Well, thank you for having me up, and I love you.
Thank you for
You're welcome, and everybody in the chat. I love you all. Now let me find that button.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a wonderful night. And no matter what you're going through, keep pushing forward and never give up. I love each and every one of y'all. Get y'all some sleep. What are you doing, Bubba?